Wealth, abundance, and prosperity. My name is the Curious Billionaire, and today I want us to talk about sustaining generational wealth. In order to sustain generational wealth, we must accept that we never started from the bottom. There is no the bottom because I need you to minimize your voice back there, okay? You too, Michael. I need you guys to like really minimize your voice because I just started speaking. Thank you. So we need to understand that there was never a bottom. We never started from any bottom. Starting from the bottom would imply that our ancestors were never here. It would imply that every black person who ever lived was poor. And that's simply not true. We are not starting from any bottom. If somebody tells you their definition of the bottom, it's not our definition of the bottom. Okay? Somebody can sleep eating a full course meal of rice, beans curry, or with some bread and some salad, right? And call it the bottom. Somebody can eat bread and chips and call it the top. So I need us to be aware that we never started from the bottom, and then we are just continuing a legacy our ancestors started with. So, Michael, I need you guys to go outside if you cannot keep it down. Simple. So, okay, I'm gonna go put the chips in the pot. Stay right here. I'm live, babe. Right. Uh-huh. Keep it down. Michael, please try to keep it down. All right, I'm back. He's sleeping. Yeah. So there is no bottom. This is a continuation of our legacy. Where did our legacy come from? We did not start from the bottom, right? There were kings and queens that lived. I'm talking about kings and queens that still live right now. Like from my mother's side, she comes from royalty, right? Where if one person starts a family, the community gives them land. I'm talking about acres of land. They give you land because it's a generational wealth, right? The kings and queens still do that. It's just that because of lack of resources, like water supply, that's a resource that's needed to sustain things like agriculture and crops, right? Food that we need to eat. We need proper watering system, right? To effectively have watering system, we need cash flow, right? To buy equipment that will enable us to plant and have successful farming experience. Okay. Furthermore, we have kings like this is Moloto, right? Moloto is why they cut, they share the stand for people. There's also King Sikukune, right? King Sikukune also was never defeated by the Europeans, right? This means that if people were never colonized, they never think like slaves. They have an abundant mindset. So we cannot go around thinking that everybody was colonized, everybody's a slave, and all this stuff. We started from the bottom. We didn't. So who started Sandton City? I'm just gonna go there and say, who owns Sandhurst? Okay, I'm on Google right now. I'm typing who owns Sandhurst. Sandhurst is situated in Sandton City, Johannesburg, South Africa, right? There are multiple matches for who owns Sandhurst, including Sandhurst Fine Foods, Sandhurst Trustees, Sandhurst Group of Entities. Okay. Founded in 1988 by Vince and Galadine Lubrano. Vince and Galadine Lubrano. I'm just trying to find out who are these people, because we are maintaining their land. It's 1988 is a long time ago, eh? Oh, there they are. Found them. They look Italian to me. They look very much Italian. So they founded Sunhurst, right? The Cavalleros Group. The Cavalleros Group owns large tracts of land in South Africa and is developing Lux Sandhurst. Lux Sandhurst is recently open. However, it doesn't have all the retail partners that are open as yet. So I've been there a couple of times. I'm quite disappointed because if we already have Sandton City, Lux should be more of a private shopping center. Like if I go buy at Lux, I should have the shop to myself to shop because it's called Lux. It doesn't make sense for me to have Sandton City right there and just a couple of meters away you have Lux, where else is not as luxurious as Sandton City. So I'm expecting them to give it like top tier type of situation there, but whatever. So the Cavellas Group owns large tracts. The Cavellas Group own lots of land in Sandhurst, right? And this Cavellas Group are developing Lux, right? This is their legacy. What's happening right now in Sandhurst is we are maintaining their legacy. It's like they're at the top of the pyramid, then it's just us. Do you understand? It's them, they own the land. Then, on top of owning the land, they share the land with the likes of Checkers, Woolworths, Versace, Dior, Armani, Balmain, um, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Batu, um, what else? Yeah, jewelry stores and other stuff. Because Drip lost, so they're not there anymore. So these stores are in Sandton City, right? They still are funding the Cavellos Group because the Cavellos Group owns the land, right? And then furthermore, you would have places like Mercedes-Benz, Faro, you'd have companies like EY, companies like Discovery, companies like Sasol, companies like majority of companies are around Sandhurst. And yeah, these are the companies that I'm aware of at the moment. You have Gautrain, right? This is how generational wealth is built. Somebody owns the land. On that land, they decide who they want to co-create or co-maintain this generational wealth with. And then once this company is established, then it's us now, the employees, right? We work for them, right? We work for companies like EY. We work for companies like Discovery. We work for companies like maybe you work at the mall. You work at stores there. Oh, there's NBA now store at the mall. Keep it quiet. I really want to finish this. So with that said, do you understand that as long as you don't own anything, whether you are highly paid or not, if you don't own land, you will forever work for somebody else, because what people do on the land, it multiplies the value of that land, right? So the house that we're sitting in right now costs like 2.3 million rand, right? But it only costs 2.3 million rand because it's in Sandton. The same amount of money, if I take 2.3 million rand and go to Remseg, right, which is another place in South Africa, I'll get like a nice double-story house with three-bedroom, double garage, and a piece of land because it's further away from the economic hub where I can interact with billionaires and just instantly become whatever. So this land called Sandhurst is not owned by black people. It's owned by the Cavelli group, which are not black people at all. They're not here. They don't even have to be here. They can hire security. They can hire anybody to take care of their land and hire us. So when you as a black person see me in public and fight me, just think about it. If I'm fighting another black person, like why should I do that? It's both not our land. Do you understand? So sustaining and maintaining generational wealth is understanding inheritance. Wealth, inheritance. What did our ancestor leave for us? Before you tell me, I did not start from the bottom. I did not start from any bottom. Maybe you started from the bottom. I didn't. When I came here, I already had wealth. Our ancestors left us wealth, left us land. And remember, before Babylon, right? Before way Babylon, there was no such thing as the banking system, the healthcare system, the food system, the school system, the whatever. These systems did not exist. People exchanged value based on their needs. You want spinach? Okay, I sell spinach. Or I'm good in farming spinach. I'm best at that. What do you do best? Because nobody was lazy. Now people are so lazy that they don't want to do anything. They rather run behind God's ass, Jesus' name. They rather lick the butt of Jesus so that they never do the actual work, right? Prior to all of this, prior to Babylon, there was no such things. We all exchange services based on what we need from each other. And that's how we exchanged value. Then one person called the Rothschild thought of it and was like, hey, are you tired of carrying your own gold? Are you tired of carrying your own gold? Don't worry, I got storage. I can store your gold. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm going to the kitchen to check for the chips and then I'm coming back. Stay right here. Or you can just do whatever you want, but I'll be back. Today we're speaking about generational wealth and understanding generational wealth. So the Rothschilds was like, hey, are you tired of carrying your own gold? People were like, yeah, we're tired. Like gold is heavy. They're like, okay, bring your gold here. We will carry it for you. We will store it for you. And then, it's gonna accumulate the more we store it for you. Then people took their gold, they gave it to the Rothschilds. Ne? The Rothschild took that gold and loaned other people, other bigger people, like people who own governments, people who own like big pieces of land, kings and queens type of situation. Now they have the kings and queens owing them. I always want to sit in a position where somebody owes me and then I don't owe them. Because if I'm sitting where you owe me, you think about me more than I think about you. Because I know that my money always comes back to me. So I don't worry about that. But if I owe somebody, I do think about them. But when they owe me, I don't worry about them. I know it's taken care of. So we need to understand that we were never poor. Poor is a term that is created to keep you in a lack state. If you think that you are poor, you won't move. How does a poor person move if they don't know where they're going to get money to do whatever they want to do? It's virtually impossible to do anything when you are traumatized, when you think you're poor, when you're in a state of lack, and when you're in a state of fear. Do you know what I'm saying? So our ancestors did not leave us with poverty and apartheid. or slavery. They didn't do that. They left us with wealth. This is our land. As soon as we start changing the narrative about what we tell ourselves, then it's easy to just close the laptop and be like, fuck this shit. I don't have to prove a point to you. I don't have to. For real. I don't have to. But if we keep sustaining and holding beliefs that tell us that we are nothing without a specific thing, we will always go back in circle. You will get the money, spend it, try to make more money again. Spend it, try to make more. Then you are maintaining whose legacy? Is it your legacy? Today I met two wonderful elderly women, right? I respect elders, right? You can hear me rant and all that. I'm just doing that to my peers. And my peers people, I believe that you are like 45, you're still my peer. Like if you are 45, you're still my peer. From 45 up, I think like they're not my peers, but if you're 45 under, then you're my peer. And then if you are like 18 and under, then you're a minor. Then you're not my peer, you're a minor. I'll even say like 21 and under, then you're a minor. Then 21, from 21 going up, I'll say you're my peer. But 21 is still so young, you know. But anyway, so these elderly women, she was waiting for a bus, right? I think I went for like a job, whatever. And I ended up at the Leonardo, and then after Leonardo, I walked home. So when I was walking, I see her, she's in the bus. I'm like, hey, do you know what time it is? She's like, no, I don't know. I'm like, it's time to plant a tree. And then she's like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, yeah, time is running out. She's like, yeah, you're right. Time is running out. And I was like, yeah, so don't cry when there's a food crisis. The best you can do right now is to plant so that you never depend on any other system. If you are over 55 and you still have a job, and you still don't have a proper financial system, you didn't create your own financial system, you're gonna be in trouble in 2025. If you have one income stream, you're gonna be in insane trouble in 2025 because the old paradigm, which is just a multitude of habits, the old paradigm has completely failed to the ground. You guys are seeing residuals of a paradigm of a system that failed. These are just residuals of a system that crumbled. That's it. A new system has been born. We're just the activists of a new system, the activists of a new way of living. We're in the forefront because we know that the old system the second Babylon completely failed. So if we're going to build a new nation, we need new education. Michael, should I raise my voice like this? If we are going, when we're going to, right now, right? We need new education because the old education is not fit to continue this new way of living. I'm just representing the collective at this point because I'm brave, I'm courageous, and I'm the curious billionaire. That's it. Period. Blank point. That's it. That's it. I'm representing the collective. And I'm telling you right now that the old education system is not going to survive 2025. The old ways of thinking is not going to make it past January. We need new education system. We need new financial system. We need new people in charge because the old people who are in charge are operating on old ways of thinking. They failed to upgrade their mindset. They failed to upgrade their health. They failed to upgrade their financial literacy. They failed to upgrade their spirituality. If you fail to upgrade these four things in the fourth industrial revolution, you're gonna be eradicated. You won't be able to breathe. I'm telling you the truth. The frequency is gonna be so high. You're gonna be like, I'm trying to warn you. I'm trying to warn you. Okay? So, in order to understand generational wealth, we need to understand that we have generational inheritance. That's why we are who we are. Okay? Wealth, abundance, and prosperity.